What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Sorry, it's been a little while since you heard from me. It's been like well over a week, which is uncharacteristic for me. I usually like to upload pretty regularly on a pretty tight schedule. So I just thought I'd give you an update, let you know what's going on, why I haven't heard from me, why I've been a bit MIA. More or less just freaking tired, man. Just been getting way on top of me, everything lately. So Rex actually started like a shutdown, doing night shift over a week ago now, about a week and a half. He started that, so Rex sleeps through the day so he can work nights. So it's pretty much just me now. So we're already like drowning in work, and now it's just me. I've got no help for now, which is it's alright. I'm getting by pretty well with that. That's alright. But like Rex, this doing night shift on the shutdown was way too much money to pass up, and it's pretty close to here, so he's sort of got somewhere to stay in that. So it made sense for him to do that. So it's good because that's going to set us up, I suppose, for over Christmas. If we do get quiet, which characteristically most businesses do get fairly quiet over Christmas. So if we get quiet over Chrissy, we'll actually have a fair bit of money around to sort of keep going with a lot of these projects we've got going on. But yeah, you know, just trying to build. Like at the moment we've got 3 builds of our own on the go. Trying to get them done, the workload, and then obviously being a dad and having young kids and doing the drive 3 hours every day, and then trying to do editing on top of that. And there's actually another thing we're working towards, another bit of a venture as well, which is taking up a lot of my time. So it's just been so hectically busy, and just, you know, something's got to give. I just get tired, and unfortunately it's the editing. I've still been filming, but it's the editing that gets me. I don't have the time, and it falls behind, and that's how it goes. So I've still been filming. After how the VE has gone, I sort of have decided I kind of want to change up how I'm making content again anyway. So it used to be sort of vlogging, and then I started doing more so based on the cars, doing more so episodes of the cars. And what I found with the VE was it was awesome to have like a big block of just that car. You could see the whole thing start to finish. It was awesome, steamrolling along. I was picking up heaps of momentum. A lot of people, I was getting a lot of views and that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden, had to wait for parts. And those parts, we had problems with freight and everything else. So it ended up being over a week we were waiting for those parts. By then, Rex had started the shutdown, and Rex is the HP Tuners guy. Still too new to HP Tuners to confidently do that caliber of car. Like, you know, a supercharged big cam 6L auto on Gen 4 with HP Tuners for me is too much new stuff. I don't trust myself to do that on my own. So because Rex has been sleeping through the day, we haven't been able to get that thing tuned. So it was like that really good block of getting that car done, and then nothing. And I don't know about you guys, but for me it really just frustrated me. So what I think I'm going to start doing now is actually these builds that we do, I'm going to film everything, get everything sort of filmed and collated and done, and I'm going to wait until the car is finished and I have all of the footage to actually release that build. So, you know, it might be a full week, like 5 videos of that build, just start to finish. I reckon that way it's going to build up a lot more momentum. I think it's going to do better views wise, and I think it's going to be a lot more rewarding to watch, because you get to see the start to finish and you get to see the result, rather than have all these builds where I film the start, then I got to send stuff away to machining, which takes, you know, sometimes 4 or 5 weeks, or I got to wait for parts for 2 weeks, and then you know, you get another episode, quick snippet, and then you got to wait another couple of weeks. It's starting to get annoying. It's starting to get on my nerves. So I've sort of decided I'm going to change up how I'm doing content, which means I'm probably going to throw the schedule out the window. So that's why you haven't heard from me. I've just been too freaking busy to edit. I've been changing up. I've had this idea of changing up the way I do content. So I'm waiting on some of these builds to get finished so I can actually release the whole build one at a time. And that's pretty much how we are. I also had heaps of other stuff on the plate as well. I sold my daily. I sold the Micra. As much as the Micra was awesome, I know a lot of you loved it, it was just too freaking small. I need a car that I can at the very least chuck an engine in and take it to the machine shop, and the Micra it wouldn't have coped, you know. I'm about to take, this afternoon I've got to take the 1FZ, the 4.5 litre Toyota 80 series motor. I've got to take that down to the machine shop. Could you imagine chucking that freaking big heavy thing in the Micra? It would have killed it. So I let the Micra go. I bought a new daily. I'll show you that in a minute. It's pretty cool. But when I bought that, I pretty much had a whole day of just servicing, getting that thing up to scratch. And then the Terracan, the family car, the 4B, I had to do the timing belt on that, so that was another day. had to do the timing belt. So it's just been a massive, just too much, just an influx of crap on the plate. Another thing that popped up as well, funny, I keep telling you how much crap's been happening and then I remember something else that's going on. So I might be onto a house out here near the workshop, just randomly on Facebook on a local buy swap sell page. Someone advertised that they wanted to break their lease on a house that's literally like 300 meters down the road. So I jumped on that. Still waiting to hear back from that real estate, but I'm really hoping that we get that place and then I'll break lease where I am and I'll be moving out here. Once that happens, everything's going to be so much better because I get my 3 hours a day back, which means I can edit, like more time to edit, which means I can hopefully make better content. I get more productive hours in the day to work, not to mention I get more time to spend with my family, and just how much that drive just takes out of you as far as your energy goes. I cannot wait to not have to do it. It's going to change my life. So very excited for that. So that's another thing that's been happening that I've been trying to get done. So yeah, it's been hectic. So that's why I haven't over me. But plenty of shit still happening around here. We're still getting heaps done. It's just that it's mostly just me and then Rex in passing, either when he gets home from work in the morning or before he goes to work at night. We'll just have a quick changeover and I'll get him to help me out with whatever and everything else. So I guess I'll let you in on this new sort of venture I've been working towards. I did the last week in the life vlog that I did actually, I did talk about it heaps. I filmed me talking about it heaps. When I came to edit the vlog though, I realized that I just spoke about that for like 7 or 8 minutes and I was like, cutting that out, the vlog's already too long, so I just left it be. But on Song Performance, we're actually working towards starting a new venture, which is going to be essentially just us retailing parts. We found that for a lot of our personal friends, that chasing parts and stuff like that, hit us up for parts. We've been selling them parts, and I was like, well, why don't we just my experience of doing merch for Let Labs has given me enough experience to know enough about e-commerce that I reckon I could run a parts shop pretty easily. The fact that it's mostly online, packing orders and stuff is easy. How can I explain this in a logical way? I'll start from the start, I suppose. So, particularly in the last sort of 5-6 weeks, we have been absolutely flat out here, like flat out. And what we've realised is that between the two of us, me and Rex, there's only so much we can do. There's only so much two blokes in a shed can get done. Unless we're tuning every single day, there's almost pretty much a limit to how much we can make, how much money we can make. And because the work that we do, building engines and tuning cars and stuff, it's so personal, it's really personal to us. So we've talked about it, we'll never probably ever put anyone on to work at OnSong Performance. It's too much of our reputation, it's too personal to us for us to really trust anyone else to build engines under our name or tune cars under our name. I'll never say never, but at this stage we have no interest in actually putting someone else on. It's more than we'd want to deal with. So that being said, unless we were tuning every day, we're not really making a heap of money to sort of move forward. Don't get me wrong, we make enough to pay the bills and we're plenty comfortable, we live comfortably, that's fine. But if we got all these ideas to expand the shed and we want to, when we finish our drift cars, we want to go driving every week and stuff like that, we're not making enough money to support that sort of lifestyle. So we've been retailing parts here and there to our friends, so I thought, well, why don't we start an e-commerce business and start retailing parts? For one, you don't need a massive amount of room to have a business like that. All you need is enough room to keep a fair bit of stock in the shed and, a few hours in the morning or afternoon to pack orders and whatever, and that's sort of your business. It's not a huge drag. It's not a heap of time unless it really took off. It's not a heap of time for us to input. We've already got, between OnSong Performance, we've already got a pretty good supply network, and then between Let Labs and the channel, we've got a pretty good marketing reach. So it sort of made sense to combine the two and start retailing the parts. Not only that, is as much as we wouldn't put someone on to build engines or tune cars at OnSong Performance, as far as a parts retailer business goes, we'd be happy to put people on to pack orders or look after that. It's an avenue where we could actually build a business into a bigger sort of business and make extra money to sort of get a bit more income happening for us so that we can support what we want to do as far as expanding the shed and going driving and living this YouTube lifestyle, because we want to live this YouTube lifestyle, but we don't really have the YouTube income, especially lately the way YouTube's shafted most of Australia's content creators. So that's where we're at with that. So I was like, oh, well, may as well start doing that. So I've been starting work towards it, but I sort of figured I'd wait because even if I don't get this house, we're going to be moving out here early in the new year anyway. So I figured I'll spend the next couple of months just working towards that goal. And then once we move out here and I get my extra 3 hours a day back that I'm not driving, that's when I thought I'd launch it. And that way I've got a bit of extra time. And I can dedicate, you know, an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon to just packing orders and getting stuff done and doing that. So that's going to be called OSP Warehouse. It's just an extension of On Performance. And yeah, so hopefully they'll be launching sometime fairly soon. I'm still talking to suppliers and getting all my ducks in a row and getting that happening. So there was a few holes in the market that I reckon we could fill of people that aren't doing stuff that we found that would be pretty handy. So, you know, we're not expecting to take over the game or anything, but if it's a little bit extra money over what we make, and we don't, you know, it's diversifying the income without having to diversify the people we have to deal with, really, because they're all suppliers that we deal with anyway, and, you know, selling to the public through e-commerce is pretty easy. So as far as, you know, dealing with people, it's just emails and packing orders and that sort of thing. It's fairly simple. So that's the plan. So sorting that out and trying to work towards that has been taking a fair bit of my time. And yeah, I've just been freaking busy, man. So anyway, it's enough babble. You're all pretty much up to date now on what's been going on and why I haven't heard from me. So I'll take you around to give you just a quick update of what's been going on. I did, like last week as well, I spent like 2 days literally just cleaning the place up because it was getting way out of hand. So yeah, last week was a pretty hectic week. So anyway, the VE, as you can see, VE is on the dyno. It's ready to get tuned, literally finished. We're just pretty much waiting for some time. Like I said, with Rex and everything else. He has Sundays off, so at this stage we're planning on Monday. We should be able to tune that thing, which is awesome because it'd be good to get that finally done and get the result video for that out. I've got a fair bit of content filmed for this for the next episode, but the build series already went on for like 5 episodes and I figured that was enough. It was already dragging out enough, so I wanted to just do one last episode where you finally got to see the result of everything. So that's why you haven't seen the VE in a while. The Mustang, I don't even make content of this, but the diff for it's ready. Custom Mate called us the other day, so we'll hopefully have the diff for that soon, which means we should be able to finish this thing soon, which would be awesome because I really want it out of the shed. As beautiful as it is to look at, it's just one of those cars where obviously we've always got to have it inside the shed. You can't go outside. You can't put that thing outside. It doesn't happen. And so it's always taking up space and we've always got to move it around. So as beautiful as it is, I just can't wait for it to be gone. So we've got the 1FZ, Forge 1FZ. It's gone to the machine shop this afternoon. That's why the Pulsar's there ready to get loaded up. We're also building something I started filming, but same thing, I won't release until it's sort of finished. We're actually doing a stroked L67. So that's a supercharged V6. Mangang sort of deal. We're doing a 4.2 litre Mace stroker kit for a local guy. So that'll be a pretty cool little build. So this is a new Deadly Daily upgrade from the Micra. So yeah, N15 Pulsey. Pretty much what happened is I started talking to this dude who was interested in the Micra. He was pretty keen on it and he ended up just coming to buy it. So all of a sudden I had nowhere to get to work the next day. This was literally down the road from where I live. It was the cheapest sort of car that had Rego on it and a roadworthy at the time that I could grab. So I just went and smashed it and it's actually freaking sweet. It's awesome actually. I put any stereo in it, put some decent front door speakers in it, and it's actually pretty cool. Awesome fuel economy, pretty much the same as the Micra. But a little bit bigger, as you can see. Pretty big boot. I can actually put, you know, an engine in there and take it to the machine shop, and it just has a little bit more road presence, which is just a bit nicer on that really long, rough road with a lot of trucks and stuff. So I'm pretty happy with that purchase. That's awesome. We've got the VY here, which has been coming along awesome. As you can see, we're steamrolling ahead with this thing. Same thing though. I'm going to wait until this is done before I start re-releasing content on it, so that it's sort of is all one block and nice to watch. So that will hopefully be fairly soon. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this thing. It's going to be sweet. We've also got here the Barra conversion kit for the VS. So like I said to you guys, this is definitely something that I want to go ahead with very soon. My plan was actually to have this car built and sold by Christmas, so that that was meant to be my money for Christmas. I'm still going to hopefully try and work towards that, but now that Rex is working night shift and it's only me throughout the day, it's going to be a pretty lofty goal. So I've been doing huge days, big dry. It's just, yeah, it's been wearing me out. It's crazy. With the motor in the VY, the engine room's starting to look a bit bare, which is, you know, nice for a change. I did a big cleanup in here the other day. That's what all this is. I'm still sort of halfway through cleaning up. The 1.5J, the big horsepower 1.5J, I'm going to be picking that up from the machine shop after I drop the 1FZ down tomorrow. So that'll be back tomorrow. I can continue with the bottom end of that thing, which is good. And hopefully this big hunker will actually be in the car very soon. So as you have seen, the 31's all painted. It's ready to keep going along. Literally just time. It's just a time thing for that. Being that the VS is really like a car that I'm trying to build to get some more money back in the bank, it really should be taking priority of like the VS. Because at the moment I got no tow car anyway, and the VS money is meant to be for another tow car and to top up the bank account. So I figure it's pointless busting ass to try and get the 31 done when I can't even drive it because I can't tow it anywhere, and it's going to send me broke. So I'm better off doing the VS first, settling that, having the money left over to finish the 31 and hopefully get a tow car. That was my plan, but we're just going to see how we go for time. So the 31's painted, just waiting for time. The Silvia, now that we've got some room in the engine room, we actually might get that block on an engine stand and put the motor together for the Silvia, because that'll be good to get something happen with that as well. The yellow ute, we've got plans for that, hopefully happening over Christmas as well, but I'll get to that another time. Got to turn that into the shop ute. The FG over the back there, hopefully it's gone soon. I don't know what's going on with that, I just want it out of here. The 80 series, 1FZ's going to the machine shop. That 33 got dropped off the other day, so that's owned by a pretty local bloke out here as well. We're doing a lot of work to that thing. It's pretty much finish off the car and get it running and dialed in. So ECU, everything else, that's going to be another thing that I'll probably do content on, but it'll be a little while away. Falcon's just sitting there waiting for me to pull the barrow out. I've just been waiting for some time and some room, and then, Cruiser and Rex's dailies. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting this done and out of here. I'm really looking forward to getting this done and out of here, and I'm looking forward to getting this done and out of here as well. Simply for the fact that all three of these cars have been here for quite a while, taking up a lot of space. They've been something that's been like dragging out and just taking up room. So to have this gearbox and engine in this car now, I've got a spare spot on that pallet. Engine room's getting bare. It's just awesome to start working through a lot of this stuff and getting things off the ground and out of here. So yeah, looking forward to getting all this done. Then we'll have a fair bit of room, and then I can really get stuck into building this VS. Anyway guys, you're up to date. It's probably going to be a little bit scarce for videos as we go through this adjustment period where I'm changing the way I'm going to do content. Until we start getting some projects finished, I'm not going to have a lot of content to start releasing. A lot of our projects, our drift cars and stuff, that's still probably going to be patchy, just because they're the sort of things that we just get to every now and then. It's not like customer cars like these that are paid for where we just get in and steamroll through them and get them done. So they're still going to be patchy. But that is what it is. Not much we can really do about that. So anyway, hopefully over the next sort of 2 weeks or so, we'll find out about this house. Hopefully I'll move out here. At that point, like I said, so much more time to do things. It's going to change everything. It's going to make everything so much better. So fingers crossed that goes through. But for now, yeah, it's just going to be probably a little bit patchy videos here and there until we've had a few more projects that have been finished and we start releasing content a bit more regularly. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about this, but it is what it is. I reckon it's going to work out better once we're at that point. I reckon it's going to be a much better way to run the channel and do things. So it is what it is. So I've released new merch. You probably would have seen the last couple of episodes, but did make some new shirts. So head to the website. It's down in the description. If you would like to purchase a shirt or a sticker, it really goes a long way for us. We very much appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Hopefully it's not too far away. Peace out. See you. Bye.